As you leave behind 2011, leave those 11s back there too.
Yeah, he's referring to the frown lines we get between our brows as we age. Village Point Aesthetic Surgery and Dreams Med Spa can help you bid them bye-bye. And they're also bringing Morning Blend viewers a tempting offer this holiday season.
Welcome back, nurse practitioner Kristen Hammes. Thanks for coming in,
Kristen, good to see you again.
So what are these 11 lines? Are they the things right up here?
Yep, the lines right between your eyebrows. They're also known as the glabellar lines. That's the FDA-approved spot cosmetically to inject Botox into.
So who's a good candidate? Is there a certain age where you reach where it would make sense?
Allergan has studied the age range between men and women, both men and women between 18 and 65. Now, we use it outside of that age range, but that's the most common
Right, you
area.
mentioned Botox, and that's where those injections go, is in that area. How does it help with those frown lines?
Botox is a purified protein that blocks a nerve receptor. So that, therefore, the muscle cannot contract anymore, and that allows that wrinkle to smooth and soften over time.
Can you explain what we're seeing now, the difference between the left, middle, and right images?
So the left picture is before Botox injection. The middle picture is after she's had Botox, about a week after. And the very end right picture is when she's had it at 14 days.
That looks incredible, the difference there.
Yeah, and it does take time. When we inject it, it takes about 3 to 7 days to take full effect, with optimal results about 14. So if you're still able to contract, we try and get people to wait about 10 to 14 days before they come back and have us relook at it.
I've heard of people, when you talk about Botox, some people are concerned about the frozen look.
Sure.
Is that a concern?
If you work with the client you're injecting, you'll get a good result. You know, you find out what they're interested in. Do they want to have no motion? And if they do, that's one way of injecting. And if they still want to have some motion where they can raise their eyebrows and that kind of stuff, then you can cater it to whatever the client is interested in. You know, a lot of people want this, the glabellar area, they want that frozen. They don't want to be able to move that, but they want some motion in their forehead lines. You know, they want the forehead wrinkles softened, but not erased completely, because they want to be able to raise their eyebrows and that kind of stuff.
So a conversation can give you the result you're looking for.
Right.
Yeah. You mentioned it a minute ago how quickly you can see the results. Can you go back over that again for some people who might think, is this going to be something, if I have a holiday party on the 10th?
Yeah. I usually, if people are going to have it injected for an event, the best, most optimal way of doing it is about 2 to 4 weeks prior to the event. Don't do it the day before a wedding or something like that, because it's not going to take effect yet. It takes for that protein to bind with the muscle receptor, that nerve, block that nerve impulse, it takes about 5 to 7 days, with the best results at 2 weeks.
And then how long do the results last?
The results last 3 to 6 months, which the average is probably about 4.5 to 5 months. And it's a gradual, you know, it's a gradual effect for the Botox to take effect, and it's the same way for it to, it doesn't just all of a sudden one day you wake up with no motion anymore, or, you know, full motion back. It's a gradual
So
process.
let's talk a little money here. What's the cost for all this, and does it vary depending on the patient? I guess what their needs are, really.
Really, it does. Botox is unique. It's a multi-use vial, so you can charge for whatever the patient's interested in doing. If you only want to do the lines around your eyes, you can just pay for that part of it. At our office, we charge $10 a unit, and around the eyes, it's probably about 5 to 6 units per eye. You know, in this area, it's 17 to 25 units. So you can kind of play with the amount it's going to cost someone based on what area they're interested in.
And how many kids they have.
Yeah, exactly,
How
exactly.
many wrinkles they've accumulated.
Exactly.
Let's shift gears a little bit. The Brilliant Distinctions program, popular. Tell us a little bit about it.
It's Allergan's reward program. It's kind of a customer loyalty program. So each time you use Botox, have Juvederm injected, buy Latisse for eyelash growing, they put points into an account that you manage the account yourself at home on the computer. And then you're able to convert those points into dollars, and you print off a gift certificate, bring it into us, and then you get an automatic reduction in the price.
Yeah, it's kind of like a rewards program.
It is. It is a reward. So the more you do it, the more Allergan products you use, the more points you build up and the more discounts you receive.
And we'll let you know how to get a hold of Village Point Aesthetic Surgery and Dreams Med Spa if you want to ask specific questions to them, or you can just visit the website you just saw on the screen. You
know, it is the holiday season, so would this be an appropriate gift for somebody? I mean, I don't know. How does that work?
Gift certificates probably for Botox work better than just buying Botox themselves, but there's a lot of different things we offer with the Jane Iredale makeup and Latisse and all the different, we carry a whole Dreams line of skincare, as well as the Obagi system and Revision's skincare line. So there's all different options of.
So rather than locking into a certain product, the gift certificate is the best way to go.
Right.
Probably.
And then you have specials for our Morning Blend viewers here as well. What do you have cooking in December?
If you buy $50 worth of gift certificates right now, you get $10 for yourself. So every 50 you buy, then you get $10 for yourself.
Is there a limit on that?
There is a limit of 5
Great.
on that.
I was going to say, you couldn't just keep going up to $3,000 and keep getting those kickbacks.
Are the gift cards?
That's wonderful.
Yeah, are they good for any of the line of products?
Yes, they're good for any service or product on the MedSpa side. So the facials, the chemical peels, waxing, laser hair, Botox, fillers.
Well, I think that makes so much sense because as a husband, you might not know exactly what your wife is in. And in fact, she might not even realize what she's interested in until she comes in to visit.
Comes and talks to you guys,
and says, okay, I think this is a good idea for me. Yeah. Well, here's a website with more information. It's surgeryvp.com, and you can learn all about Village Point Aesthetic Surgery and Dreams Med Spa there. It's kind of 2 institutions. It creates one powerhouse. So whatever you're looking for, you're going to find it under one roof there at 176th and Burke. And the phone number to make your appointment is 596-4000, or you can just call and say, hey, I'm interested in a gift certificate, and they can help you out, I'm sure, over the phone there. Kristen, it's great to see you again.
You too.
Happy holidays, all right?
Thank you. You too.